Beatty, take 337.
Okay, so we're continuing with lesson 8. We are doing our blending drill. So I would like you to blend and scoop out these words, please.
Anointed, anointed.
Okay.
Abounding, abounding. Awaiting, awaiting. Biggest, biggest. Redder, redder. Rebounding, rebounding. Reclaimed, reclaimed. Sleepwalking, sleepwalking. Hopscotched, hopscotched. Slim mist, slimmest. Recorder, recorder. Flatter, flatter.
Perfect job with that. All right, we're moving on to introducing some new morphemes.
Oh, good.
All right, so this one will be new for our deck. We've got the letter S, and it says S. Can you say that, please? And it also can say Z. So it's either S or Z.
Or Z.
Good, and you'll notice that that is voiced. And do it one more time. Notice how your lips and teeth are kind of together. There you go. This comes at the end of words to make words plural. All right, I'm going to ask for you to write that on this tactile surface and trace it with your finger. And as you trace it 3 times, say it out loud, please.
S, 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 z, z, z.
Good. And now on your paper, I want you to write it 3 times while saying the sound.
S, 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 z, z, z.
Very nice job. All right. So where does this come in a word?
The end of the word.
It comes at the end of the word to make it plural. Very good. All right, I have a couple words for you to practice that use this. So can you go ahead and read that for me?
Awaits, declines.
Very, very nice. Okay. So I want you to finger spell those words, and I want you to say aloud the sound as you finger spell it.
Waits,
Good, and then write it down, please.
declines.
Good. All right. So we have to pick a keyword. You can pick one of the words we went over, or if there's a different word you'd rather have, we can put it there too.
Let's go with awaits.
Awaits would be a good keyword. So if we forget, that's going to be kind of our hint to help us remember. All right. So remind me, what are the 2 sounds this makes?
S or z.
Good. Where does it come in a word?
At the end of the word.
Good. And we use it to make a word?
Plural.
Very nice. Okay. And what is our keyword if we forget?
Awaits.
Awaits. Very nice. I'm going to ask you to write and say the sound 3 more times on paper.
S, 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 z, z, z.
Good job. All right. We're going to move on to our next one. Our next one we have es.
As.
Good. So we have es, es.
As.
All right. This also comes at the end of words to make a word plural, but it comes at the end of words that end in ch, sh, s, or z. So if you see those words at the end of a word, ch, sh, s, or z, it needs an es to become plural. All right. And words like lunches, or dishes, taxes, buzzes, or discusses. All right. Let's say it again. Is.
As.
All right, so your tongue's kind of in the front of your mouth when you say it, and it's voiced. Can you say it again?
Is.
Is.
As.
Good. And we're going to go ahead on our tactile surface. I want you to trace it out and say the sound 3 times, please.
As. As. As.
Perfect. All right. Now I would like you to write on your piece of paper while saying it out loud 3 times.
As. As. As.
Very nice. Okay. And can you remind me, where does this come in a word?
At the end of the word.
It comes at the end of the word to make it plural. Good. We're going to read a couple words that have this at the end. So, can you read that word for me?
Relaxes.
Very nice.
Refreshes.
Good job with that. All right, I'm going to ask you to finger spell the word relaxes, saying the sound each time, and then I want you to write down the word relaxes.
Relax is. Relaxes.
Good.
Refresh is. Refreshes.
Okay, good job. So now we have to pick a keyword to help us if we need a little help with this word. We can use one of the ones we went over. If there's a different one you like better, we can use that.
Let's use relaxes.
I like that. All right, we will use relaxes. That will be our keyword. Okay. One last time. Tell me the sound of this.
Is
Where does it come in a word?
at the end of the word.
And what is our keyword?
Relaxes.
Very nice. We're going to add that to our deck to practice tomorrow. We've got another morpheme. All right, this is spelled D-E. It has two different pronunciations. So the first is D.
D.
And the second pronunciation is de.
De.
So whenever you see this, either D or de.
D or de.
Very nice. And you'll notice that this is a voiced sound. And when you say it, your tongue is kind of in the front of your mouth against your teeth. D or de.
D or de.
Notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this actually has a meaning when you see it at the front of a word. It means down or away from. All right. So I would like on our tactile surface you to write this 3 times while saying both sounds, D and de.
D, de. D, de. D, de.
Beautiful job with that. And on your paper, I would like you to write it 3 times saying the sound.
D and de. D and de. D and de.
Okay, and where does this come in a word?
At the beginning of the word.
It comes at the beginning. We're going to read a couple words that have this in it, all right? So,
Debriefing. Debriefing. Delighted. Delighted. Defogging. Defogging. Dedicate. Dedicate.
very nice job with that. All right. So I'm going to ask you, we're going to finger spell about this word right here.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and finger spell that out.
Debriefing. Debriefing.
Go ahead, write that down, please. Nice job. And then this next one, finger spell and then write.
Delighted. Delighted.
Okay, finger spell this next word.
Defogging. Defogging.
And this last one.
Dedicate. Dedicate.
All right, beautiful job with that. All right, so we need to pick a keyword. We can use one of the keywords here, or we can make up a different one if you have a different one in mind. What do you think?
Let's use debriefing.
I like debriefing, so we'll have that as our keyword in case we forget. And where does this come in a word?
At the beginning of the word.
The beginning of the word. Good. And what's the sounds it makes?
D or de.
Good. And what is our keyword?
Debriefing.
Debriefing. Very nice. All right, I would like you to write this 3 more times on your paper while saying the sound.
Debriefing. Debriefing.
Just the sound, actually, not the whole keyword. I just want the sound
Oh.
D and de.
D, de. D, de. D, de.
Perfect. All right, so we're going to add that to our deck, and we will be going over that tomorrow. All right, so we have some activities to work on.
Okay.
So our first activity is adding that suffix es
Okay.
to words that end in s, x, z, ch, and sh to make plural.
Okay.
So if it doesn't end in those letters, we just have to add an s. Only when it ends in s, x, z, and ch, and sh do we add the es.
Okay.
So we've got a list of words, so pay attention to what they're ending, and you have to decide if you add the s or an es.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay. Nice job. Any questions about that?
No?
Okay. So we're going to look at our second activity. So for this one, we have a word bank at the top.
Okay.
And you're filling in the blanks of these words with what makes the most sense.
Okay.
So making sure that the subject and the verb agree, and not every single word will be used, okay?
Okay. Think I'm done?
Any questions?
No.
You did a nice job with that.
Thank you.
All right. I'm just looking for activity 3. There we go. All right, activity 3 is with that prefix D, which means down, away, or opposite. So I want you, in the first part, you're going to underline or circle the prefix D, and then read them aloud. So underline, circle the prefix D, and then read it aloud.
Okay.
Up here.
Decline, devote, descend, delight, decrease, debrief, defend, debark, decode, debate, decamp, debug.
All right. So for the second part, you're going to choose words from up here to
Okay.
complete the table. And sometimes you might use one word more than once.
Okay. Think I'm done?
Okay. Good. And the last thing I want you to do from this word bank, you're going to
Okay.
choose a couple words, and I want you to write a few sentences using a couple different of these words.
Okay.
All right. Would you read me your sentence, please?
It was a delight to decode and debug the computer. I devote my time to defend against hackers.
Wow. You used a lot of those words. Nice job. Okay. All right. Good job. All right. So you have your paper ready. You have a blank piece of paper ready?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to do spelling.
Okay.
And I have a sentence that I want you to write out for me. I'll say it a couple times for you.
Okay.
But before you get started, let's talk about the words in it. So the largest apple is decaying while hanging on the twisted tree. So the word decaying. Can you finger spell that for me?
Decaying.
Okay.
Decaying.
All right. So I'm going to have you go ahead and write out that sentence. The largest apple is decaying while hanging on the twisted tree.
While hanging on the
Twisted tree.
Okay.
Okay. And now our second sentence, let's listen to it one time first. We're going to finger spell a couple words in it. The swimmers ache after being defeated at the swim meet. So we have the word swimmers. Can you finger spell it?
Swimmers.
Okay. And defeated.
Defeated.
Okay. All right. So the swimmers ache after being defeated at the swim meet. All right. Could I take a look?
Sure.
Thank you. Okay. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right. We have our red words we're going to work on, but before our red words, we want to do our reading.
Okay.
So, we're going to read a passage that uses some of these same things we've been working on. So I'm going to ask you to read that for me, and I'm going to peek over your shoulder to make sure we're doing all right. Go ahead.
All right. The Marine was sent to Hawaiian Island to work. He and the rest of the troop debarked the ship to start their new lives. The Marine's wife and children resided in a stunning hotel. He was amazed by the grand hotel and delighted to be reunited with his family. They lived there as they awaited the building of their new home near the base. He relaxed on the beach, reading a story about the hotel. He learned it was the largest hotel in the world. The white sandy beaches were among the best. Later, he rejoined his devoted family for dinner. They gave thanks for his job and the beauty of their new home.
Good. So who was sent to that Hawaiian island?
The Marine and his family.
Okay. And why did the Marine and his family like their new home?
Because it was being built on the island with white sand.
Okay. So they like that sand. Good. Would you ever like to go to a Hawaiian island?
Oh, definitely.
Why is that?
The weather, the ocean.
All
Should
that
I go
stuff.
on?
Definitely. All right. So now we have our red words that we're working on. Okay. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to trace with your finger
Okay.
the letters in this word and then say the word
Okay.
3 times.
A-C-H-E. Ache. A-C-H-E. Ache.
Okay.
A-C-H-E. Ache.
Good job. That word kind of tripped you up in the spelling, so that's why we're going over it like that. All right. What's this word?
Truly.
That's good.
Police.
Good.
Breathe.
Perfect job with that. Nice job with those red words. This is the one we're focusing on because we had a little trouble with it during spelling. Okay. Now what I would like you to do is arm tap the word 3 times. I'm going to have you hold this and arm tap it out as you do.
A-C-H-E. Ache.
Good.
A-C-H-E. Ache.
Good.
A-C-H-E. Ache.
Perfect job. All right. You have your red pen over there?
I do.
I'm going to have you write it in red 3 times while you say the letters and then what it means, what the word says.
A-C-H-E. Ache. A-C-H-E. Ache. A-C-H-E. Ache. Ache is like to have a pain.
All right. So I'm going to check on some of your other words. Let's spell out breathe.
B-R-E-A-T-H-E.
Good. Truly.
T-R-U-L-Y.
Very nice. Police.
P-O-L-I-C-E.
And ache.
A-C-H-E.
Good. All right. Looking good. We might be able to retire some of these soon if you keep that up. All right. Now, you have a take-home activity for tonight using these prefixes and suffixes. So it's going over the ones we went over today, E-S, S, and D-E.
Okay.
And when you're at home, you're going to take a look at this.
Okay. Underline just like we did before.
Underline just like you did before.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Do you have any questions?
No. Thank you.
All right.
Time
That's
to go
it
to
for
my next
today.
class.
I hope so.